Chapter 19 Freedom Movement of India. Though the British had suppressed the revolt of 1857, the fire of discontentment was still burning in the hearts of native people. After the revolt, the British tried to bring some changes in the education system as well as transport and communication system. But the Indians were still dissatisfied. The educated Indians realized that the main reasons behind the disunity and backwardness in Indian society were the social evils like the caste system, killing of female babies, sati, and child marriage. They thought that without the removal of these social evils, the state and fate of India could not be changed. The British had started Western education in India as to absorb educated Indians in the government offices on a meager salary. However, the Western education also influenced Indians with Western thoughts. They formed associations, started newspapers, and worked hard to awaken the feeling of patriotism amongst the Indians. All these efforts united the people against a common enemy. Many Indians rose to fight against injustice and bring reforms to Indian society. Social reformers. Some important reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, and Swami Vivekanand led the information movement in India during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Raja Ram Mohan Roy is known as the father of modern India. He founded the Brahmo Samaj. He worked to put an end to cruel rituals and superstitions. As a result of Raja Ram Mohan Roy's efforts, the British government stopped the practice of sati. Dayanand Saraswati founded the Arya Samaj in 1875. He fought against child marriage. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar got widow remarriage legalized. He gave importance to the education of girls and founded a number of schools, many of which were for girls. Swami Vivekanand travelled all over India teaching people to gain knowledge and do away with the caste system. Sayyid Ahmad Khan was another reformer of this period, who gave much importance to spreading education amongst the masses. Indian National Congress. After the spread of Western education, more and more people of India became aware of the injustices caused by the British. They felt the need for an organization which would help in educating the Indians about the policies of the British. As a result, the Indian National Congress was founded in 1885 by A.O. Hume. The first session of the Indian National Congress was held in Bombay, now Mumbai, in 1885. The president of the first session was Vomesh Chandra Banerjee. Some of the major leaders of the Congress were Dadabhai Nauroji, Badruddin Tayyabji, Firoz Shah Mehta, Surendranath Banerjee, and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. The Indian National Congress asked the British government for better policies for Indians, employment for Indians in government jobs, better living conditions for Indians. The Congress leaders during the early period approached the British in a peaceful manner, so these leaders were called moderates. Radicals. There came up another group of patriotic people who did not agree with the methods of peaceful request made by the other Congress leaders. This group of Congress leaders is called the Radicals. The Radicals wanted quick action. They wanted to strike and boycott the British government. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Lala Lajpat Rai were the important radical leaders. They are also famous as Lal, Bal, Pal. Tilak gave the famous slogans, "Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it." Partition of Bengal. The British were afraid of growing popularity of the Indian National Congress. As a result, the British adopted a divide and rule policy. The British government in 1905 divided Bengal into two parts, one for the Muslims and the other for the Hindus. This gave rise to mass protests across the country. People boycotted British goods and pledged to wear homespun cloth. The Congress launched the Swadeshi movement against the partition. There were huge bonfires of British goods. The British tried to suppress the movement. Revolutionaries. The revolutionaries were the leaders who believed that the British could be overthrown only by force. They formed small secret groups and the members were trained to use arms. Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad and Khudiram Bose were some such prominent revolutionaries. Gandhiji in Freedom Movement. With the involvement of Mahatma Gandhi in Freedom Movement, the Indian National Congress got an amazing strength. He taught the Indians to fight the British using satyagraha and non-violence. Gandhiji returned to India from South Africa in 1915 and led the freedom struggle for next 30 years. In South Africa, Gandhiji fought against apartheid using non-violence and satyagraha. After coming to India, he toured the length and breadth of the country and saw the condition of the people. Under Gandhiji, millions of people from different sections of society joined the freedom movement. Peasants and other poor people also joined this movement. Gandhiji also worked against caste system. He tried to stop the practice of untouchability. Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. The Jallianwala Bagh incident was the most heinous step taken by the British. On the 13th April 1919, many Indians assembled for a peaceful and unarmed political meeting to protest against the Rowlatt Act. At Jallianwala Bagh, a walled garden in Amritsar, General Dyer and his men fired bullets on the unarmed gathering, killing several innocent men and women. This brutal incident shook the world. Khilafat movement. The Khilafat movement was started by the Muslim leaders against the British government after the First World War. The British tried to gain support of the Muslims by promising them that the powers of Sultan of Turkey would not be taken away even after the war. But the British did not keep their promise. This angered the Muslims and they started the movement. In India too, there were protests. Non-cooperation movement. Gandhiji started the non-cooperation movement against the British in 1921. He asked the people of India not to cooperate with the British government. People left their jobs, colleges, and homes and joined the struggle and refused to cooperate with the government. Soon the jails were filled with prisoners. However, the protests grew violent and on one such occasion, an angry mob burnt down a police station at Chauri Chaura. This incident hurt Gandhiji as he wanted to attain freedom through non-violence. So he withdrew the movement.